Hello everybody, and welcome to arguably, well, we've had a ton of big games this season, but this is definitely the biggest Big Ten game that we have. The second Big Ten conference game of our season kicks off in Oregon for a night game. They got their neon green jerseys, but they are missing a lot of firepower, including star Heisman contending quarterback Dante Moore. So let's see how this goes. We got to get Fluff going. He's got over 400 yards on the season, averaging 6 a carry but only 5 touchdowns. We need more success with him. This Oregon team is missing quite a few players on offense in terms of firepower, but their defense is still very good. So it's going to be a struggle, and it's not going to be any easier than Rutgers. They are missing, though, their top corner, Sione Laulia, top corner. I hope that's his name. I hope I said it right. Sorry if I didn't. Oh, that's a bad read, but bad read from me. That's not on Dylan. Already in a third down, just like last week. Hopefully we don't go 3 and out. That'd be pretty cool. We're going to throw it. And Hunter, great throw from Rhule to kind of bring him back towards the sticks to make it an easier catch for him. The one thing, too, is I want to keep my Dynasty gameplay between this and Palmetto Coast different. But at the same time, I want to have, like, fun and do some of the new plays. So that's the hard part. I don't want to do too many of the same things. I want to try and keep the schemes as different as I can, because I don't want to get repetitive for whoever decides to click onto this video. Oh my god, that guy's so fast. That's Keldrick Falk, the #1 transfer prospect from last portal. And we know that because he was on our board. We were very close to getting him, but it's hard to win against Oregon on the recruiting trail. So we just had to move on. He's out there making plays for him now. He's got 4.5 sacks on the season. And Dylan's over 1,000 yards now in the year. Got Emmett in now. They're probably guessing our pass catching back, but this isn't what I thought it was. Good screen. Oh, a lot of room open. Emmett back to the outside. He can spin out another defender. That's Efi Obidegwu. But what a creative play there from Holgerson to get us inside the red zone. Let's keep a similar look now and see if we can get... Ooh, the crowd's out of it, at least for this play, so that's nice. Oh, throw him open. Stay in bounds. No. But that was a great read of the coverage there from Dylan. Oregon still has good defenders, 86, 84, 82 overall, but without Ife in there, that is a big loss, and easily untouched. First drive touchdown for Fluff Bothwell as he does a little shimmy shake between the legs. Ha ha. Little shimmy. Ha 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 ha. First lead of the game. 8 minutes to go in the first. This is where things get interesting. Number 2 back there is Kari Souls. He's a 69 overall quarterback. Hasn't had the best start to the year, but he's scrambling on the first play of the game, and I guess he's got wheels. He's played in 2 games so far this year. Dante Moore got hurt week 4 when they beat UCLA. And oh my god! Okay, no more whatever I just did there. No more of that. Dakorien Moore, the #1 wide receiver from the 2025 recruit class, just did what he did to Oklahoma State last week. He did that to me. 1 catch, first play, to the house. Nasty. Oh! I didn't even get to talk about the receivers that Souls is going to be targeting, because they're going to make it very easy for him today. And we didn't guard anyone at all. We already saw one of those guys, Dakorien Moore, as I said. And then, as they do, Oregon hit the transfer portal hard, and they got Coleman from Auburn. Also, Keldrick Falk is from Auburn as well. But yeah, that's They get whoever they want. Oh my God, that guy's fast. But Cam Coleman, he was the number 2B, number 2 overall. Number 2 overall wide receiver in the class before Dakorien. So yeah, that's sick. And now we got the crowd back into things. Can we throw it? That's a great throw. Oh, what recovery though. The Lil Florence, who's playing more due to their number 1 corner being out, makes a play. I'm going to go more with the zone to start this because I'm not going to let this guy beat us. There's no way he should. We just need to get pressure. There we go. We got pressure, made him scramble, and we don't have a spy. Okay, make him fumble. He's a 69. We're just going to have to make sure we do the QB contains quite a bit today, but hopefully we just keep this pressure coming up to where he can't find people and they don't throw quick. There we go, making pressure. And there's Logan Fano with the first sack of the game. Our transfer D-end that we got out of Utah. We're going to keep a spy because Sowells, or I think it's Sowells, right? That's how I'd probably say it. He's going to scramble. No, he's not. That's wide open. He baited us on that with the little kind of up in the pocket move he did and lofted it perfectly to, I don't think that was Kenyon Sadiq. Yeah, that's not. That's their backup tight end. Kenyon Sadiq was the tight end that murdered us last season. But good play there from Caleb. Also, I should say, since we have a lot of new people watching, when I say murder us from last season, we played Oregon in the Big Ten Conference game, and we lost on a last-second field goal, 33-30. So we're trying to get revenge in Oregon's house tonight in Autzen Stadium. This place is so loud, though. Very cool atmosphere and venue. My grandparents went here one time for a game, but we got destroyed. And Vincent Shavers breaks it up as Kenyon Sadiq tried to come down with it. Their All-American tight end. That guy destroyed us last year, so it's good to see we got that type of play on him here. But Oregon still takes the lead. The running back pass game got going with Emmett, so let's see if we can get that going with Fluff. They do look to be in zone. We're going to throw it. Can we get some blocking? We do! Outside! Oh my God, I thought we had that. I thought Fluff had that. That one hurt, man. I thought Fluff was going to whoop! A little Chris Berman action on him right there. And that was... Go back and watch that. I shouldn't have thrown it, but still, dude, what the fuck happened there? How did that happen? Should I have thrown it? No, but that was such a weird animation. What happened here? Jalil Florence again makes a great play. Was it press or no? We just literally ran into each other. Sick. That's insane. I mean, yes, that's an interception, but I'm not blaming Dylan for that. The receivers got it, like, they got to know that's the design of the play. Oh my God. Fumble. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with my, like I said before in several videos, I went to speech class when I was a kid. So, yeah, sometimes I will not say words right or just my brain will stop working. And Oregon is looking to make it a 10-point game on 2nd of inches to get them inside the 10. And they get the first pretty easily, but no. Dylan Parrott's hurt. We don't have much depth at the D-tackle spot. All right, I'm going to see if we can just do this. Let's double mug it and see if we can get any sort of, just make them make a quick play. And Caleb Harris was in just... I don't even know what you want to say that in terms of positioning. Whatever it was dog shit. Don't really know. But we're going to tell him to play inside. I'm trying to do all these adjustments and stuff. Probably going to run up right up the middle, though. Oh, no, they're passing it. Get over there. Let's go. Mario Buford. And I'm going to continue the double mug. I want to get in Kari Sowell's face to make him make a decision. At least make them scramble nonetheless. They're going to run it right up the... We get a hold! We get the hold! Amari Sanders stops them, but they're going to go for it. Okay, the that actually, they took it down to the end of the first quarter and decided to kick the field goal to make it a 6-point game to start the second. So we're just going to keep on blabbing here. I don't know why I'm touching my face. We're going to keep blabbing as they kick it, and we'll get a return. We might get a decent return here with Bell. Can we get to the 20 at least? Good cut to the inside, past the 20. I'll take it. This Oregon defense, though, is, like I said, they're still nasty, and their offense doesn't matter really who's behind center. They're going to move the ball. Throw it. Good decision. Nice decision from Raiola to Lindenmeyer. Shout out Luke Lindenmeyer. You got engaged. You're never going to see this, but that's cool. Totally relatable as you're much younger than me. Oh my God, and you're already getting married and playing D1 football. Not really sure what to do here in the run game because nothing's working. We're not really able to do anything at all. Hopefully a little motion can help get us some blocking. On the outside, there we go. Emmett, stiff arm, and he gains just literally a few. Gonna try and sneak Emmett out of the backfield here if they're manned up, and we have no idea what routes we're running. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Get open. That's not who, dude. Oh. Who was the button I wanted to hit? A or Y? I don't know. God, I didn't know what button it was because of the stadium pulse. I think what we need to start trying. Oop, that's not what I wanted. We need to start trying some shell and confusing him. And there's a good overthrow. That's what a 69 overall should do. Like, I don't want to see him throwing dots, dude. If he's throwing dots, then we really got problems. We're bringing the safety blitz from deep. No one got home, but Harris had great coverage there on Sadiq. Watch the sticks and watch underneath as well. I don't think he's going to try and throw it very far. But can we get pressure? Oh! Inwary! Off the edge! So fast! Gets Souls down, and they'll punt it back. Good start for us here. Almost to the 50. Come on, Bill, make some right reads. Make the reads I know you can make. And Bonner gets some good... No, Bonner. I was going to literally just compliment you, and then you stopped, but Ife is down. That's their second corner. That's a pretty big injury for him if he's out for a while. They do still have good players, though. Obviously, it's Oregon. But, you know, you never know what'll happen. Throw it to Hunter. Great throw on the run easily. And he gets out of bounds to avoid the hit and get us almost into the red zone. Now, before I run this, it's a play action. Yes, I've said these suck in this game and I can't run them. Let's see if this one works, though. Can we get this play off? We do. Tanner Turch with his first catch of the game. The redshirt freshman gets us down to the 10, or within the 10 to the 6. Hoping they're in man and that Bell can beat this whip route. And he's in man. He gets to the edge off the whip route. And thankfully Dylan was able to escape the pocket to make it an easier catch and throw. The game leading field goals coming up. Twin back set to start this drive. We went dime though, so it's probably not the best look because they're... Oh, nope, they can do it with the go play action, so that does help us. He's going deep. Sanders, please make a play. Please make a play. Yes, it wasn't you. Bly Hill actually is the one that did it, which is surprising. You know, he was that far behind the play because he's so slow. But either way, loved seeing that, especially on Dakorien Moore. I thought he'd have sure hands that we would not be able to beat like that. No more man. No more man. No more man. Switch away from man and hoping that this coverage here is a little different. Or a little more productive that it throws him off. Nope, he's able to find Sadiq, another first. Like I said, he doesn't really have to do anything crazy. He just has to get it to his guys, and they'll make plays. He's 7 of 10 for 131 yards. But let's go, Williams again with another sack. Third on the day, as the cover 4 held him up enough for him to beat the left tackle on the inside. I'm going to slant our D-line to the wide side, or strong side of the field, I guess it would be. I don't know if it'll do anything. It doesn't because they pass it. But we get pressure again. Now we're starting to heat up on the D-line, making them throw out of bounds. Come on, guys. Let's get another punt here. There's no way, unless someone makes a crazy catch and run, there's no way Sowells should be able to get this. I don't care if this is Heisman or whatever. We're guarding, guys. Someone get pressure. And there it is. Van Poppel gets in there. Great coverage at the sticks. He had nowhere to go, or at least just didn't know where to go. And we get the 4th down punt. I feel like the thing that helped our last drive was being unpredictable, doing a lot of different things from a lot of different formations. Let's keep doing that, or try to at least. While all the while not forgetting to get the ball to Fluff Bothwell, because he needs the ball right up the middle. Another huge chunk of yardage. Do I know what this play is? Never ran it before, so why am I doing it now? But it looks cool, and they're in man coverage, so I would hope someone's able to make a move. It's a play action. We're going to throw it deep. That's a great throw, but no. A better play from the defender who's not on my sheet. And just so everyone knows, like, I actually write down a sheet of, like, players and their stats and their overalls and stuff to try and reference. So since we got new people, that's what I'm referencing when I say that. And they came with the all-out blitz. RPO did nothing. Tough. That's tough. Ah, my back hurts. My back hurts. I'm trying to carry this team because we're so ass. Okay, well, there's zone. And they brought a zone blitz, which Dylan did not see at all. Thankfully, no fumble. There's no more man. Okay, John Butler, let's kind of keep man to a minimum unless we're in the red zone. Play action. Oh my gosh, and their tight end. No, not their tight end. Right? Tyler Casper, right. He's actually their leading receiver in terms of reception, yards, and touchdowns. So I should have mentioned him way before. He just looks so big in the slot, but nope, that's their slot receiver. Great tackle there from Justin Redd. Let's see if we can keep them getting to at least field goal range before the 3rd quarter comes along, or I should say 2-minute timeout. But either way, well, okay, I just called man. I don't really know what I was saying there at the end of that last play because the 2-minute timeout came. So we'll just move on. Don't acknowledge it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Pressure up the middle. No, we missed him. No, Trevante Foster overran the sack, and it allowed for a huge gain. That sucks. All right, Trevante, I believe in you. Let's make another play. Make another play. Maintain the edge. Huge hit again. Dude, Mario Buford, he brings the lumber. He's bringing the lumber to the woodshed, you know? Bring the woodshed, and that's what he's trying to do, especially because we're in Oregon and they got a lot of trees up there. No pressure, but we make him throw it short at least and tackle him in bounds. We're gonna move Vincent Shavers over this way, just a little more towards the strong side. Guessing pass. Is it wrong? Probably. Nope, thankfully it's not wrong, but they're going to go with the designed rollout. Someone's there. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Kyler Casper almost made the play of the year. Thankfully he drops it, and Oregon will attempt a decently long kick, somewhere like 43 yards, I think, 44 yards. And it's good. Can you guys imagine if we got into field goal range? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty crazy. That would be pretty crazy. I don't really like what we got going on. Oh my god, that was scary. We'll call timeout though. Yes, this should work. If this doesn't work, then shit's broken, and we need to fix it somehow. We're going with a pitch with 3 high safeties. There's no way. Yes. Now we're going to go hurry up. Keep them in it. Hurry up. Go hurry up. We're not going hurry up. Why not? Hurry up. Hurry up. There we go. We're going to switch to the other side now. We're going to see what happens. I'm curious. Can we get to the edge? Get to the edge. No, dude. How do you not block, Hunter? We're just out here having fun. Out here having a good time. Splendid old time. At least there's no skating pulse messing up my receiver icons and stuff. That makes things a lot easier. Quick to the edge. Out of bounds, too. To Tanner Turch. That was a great read from Dylan to save a timeout, and we're a few yards away Should be a few yards away from being in range. That is an amazing play. Okay. From Oregon's defender there, number 26. I will wait for your name. Oh, Devin Jackson, their will linebacker, just made a nasty interception. And you know what? I can't even, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Dylan for that. He tried to laser it in. That was great kind of disguise. That's not even kind of. It was a great disguise there from Devin Jackson. So I'm just hoping now we don't allow anything deep, because I would be very upset if they somehow scored with 7 seconds left. If they score with 7 seconds left. Okay, let's get to the locker room, regroup, refocus, and not lose to a 69 overall quarterback at Oregon. Well, we got a sack, guys, on the first play, and I realized after that my mic light wasn't on. So that's cool. But hey, at least you saw that big play. A huge one from Logan Fano. Almost said Jordan Ochoa on accident. 3rd and 20 should be a piece of cake for this defense. Just don't let anyone deep. We can get in there. Oh, Trevante Foster again. He overran the sack, but we have Buford back there to deflect it, thankfully, to the dirt. And Oregon's going to go 3 and out on their first play of the second half. They didn't have the best return, so they got us past the 50. We're going to audible here. All right, they're definitely in zone. That is really strange. Can I audible again? This? All right, I don't know what's going on. And I tried to audible too much. That's on me. But also, good to know that's in the game. Never seen that before in terms of a false start. I think the false start penalty is pretty high, like a 75 maybe or something. I think that's what it is. That or holding, but either way. Can we get... Oh, there we go, Fluff! Fluff gets kind of held up by his own receiver that fell to the ground. But a huge hole up the middle for a first. Like I said, we got to get him running. And I don't want to overcommit to that, but we're going to really try and at least start with that. That was bad stick work by myself. Also, Keldrick Falk should not be the one I'm running at. Let's run to the other side and just see how much better this is. Is this any better? It is. At least we go forward. We need 8. Oh, man, they're coming with the blitz. It's got to be some... Yeah, it's got to be some sort of man. Who's going to be on Carter Nelson? Is anyone on Carter Nelson? Throw it. Carter, turn around. No. But Bear Alexander as well. Well, I don't even buy it. That just sucks. God damn it. Bear Alexander goes down for them. He's their top D tackle. Oh, my God. This is going to be impossible. And they blocked it, dude. I couldn't even do anything. Dude, and again, if there is ever, yes, square up with him, dude. If there is ever a mascot in their face, I want there to be an animation where he full on, come on. If you're going to do that type of animation, at least put him fighting. That'd be insane. Oh my God, what a spin move. Dylan Parrott is back in the game, showing his run stuff ability. I'm scared here because we're blitzing a corner in Sanders, but if they run to the wide side, oh no, they went man. Or not man. They went, oh! We went man. They went pass. And it was a poor throw there from Sowell, thankfully. I think getting pressure definitely helps in terms of forcing the inaccurate throws, so I need to call more pressures. And we get pressure again, making him throw it short to Casper. And another punt. One thing I think I need to do better at as well is flipping the plays to being on the right side of the field. Hopefully they're not manned up. Please don't be manned up. They're manned up. I still threw it though because I'm an idiot. Let's get an RPO going. We haven't had many of those today. I don't know who's who. This sucks. We're going to throw it. Oh my God, dude. If he would have kept going, he had so much room, but it was glitchy. Whatever, dude. Still wrong decision. Well, this is a bad, bad offensive series here. 2 series now to start the third quarter, but it's just like Oregon. So we're going to throw it. Oh, Hunter. Oh, we get him right in front of the defender. Perfect find from Dylan just in time. That is a massive third down conversion. Super long to get us close to the 50. And there we go. Another run for Fluff to get us across it. RPO time again. Let's get Hunter. Hunter's good for us. We just don't get him involved enough, or I don't. So let's see if we can do that here. We don't, but yeah, man, their defense is just too good. All right, I'm hoping they're manned up and we can beat them to the edge here. This is a pretty conservative play, but we're going to run with the screen. Get to the outside. Fluff, can you get there? He does. Perfect blocking this time from Bonner. He holds this time. Doesn't hold, but he holds the block long enough. Thankfully, they didn't call a holding call, dude. That's one thing probably should have happened more, but hey, I'm going to run with the sliders that I find. What are they doing in terms of coverage? Whatever it was, worked. Oh, but Keldrick Falk is down. It's a huge injury. I think this is, with Keldrick Falk out of the game, this is as good as time of any to call some sort of play action. And we wanted a deep route, but oh my God, Demetrius Bell just shattered two people's ankles, and I would know because I have one shattered myself. I love the catch and run that we're seeing out of everyone today. Hopefully they're not manned. They are manned, and it would have been better if Nelson dropped that. This is another play I've never run before. Let's see what happens here. I'm scared. Are they going to drop? Are they going to blitz? They do actually drop out of it, but it gained 5, so I'll take that. That's solid. Now, the play I know everyone loves to run on third down is a fade route, but I'm hoping that's not the open play here. Oh, no. Dylan! Dylan with the wheels! Dylan with the wheels! Down to the 1! He tries to get in, but he takes the hit anyway. Let's see if we can get him in. We're going to go with the QB draw. Am I getting cocky here, and he's probably going to fumble? Absolutely. No! Dylan gets in! He shows the little gritty to take the lead. I honestly thought he'd flex. Wrong button, I guess. But who cares? All right, we're not going to go with a aggressive play call to start this drive. We're going with a cover 6. Oh, but he throws it right to the flat. That was a good read on the late safety coming on the drop down. Thankfully, that was a little inaccurate for Ken Sadiq, so we had to jump for it, lose a little momentum, but he's very dangerous. And Dylan Parrott again showing his run stuff ability against this monster O-line of Oregon. Spin move again to the inside to meet the back in the backfield. Oh my God, another spin move. He's going deep. Someone please be there. Yes! Great safety help over the top, Mario. He is playing outstanding today, I think, along with Dylan. I want to see if we can start this play with a boom, or not this play, this series with a boom. We're going with the play action, and Dylan has to take off. Great blocking allowed him to see the C's part up the middle. Easy run. Our O-line is playing outstanding here in the second half. Carter Nelson hasn't been as involved today. I almost called that RPO kind of read flat, but decided against it because he had great blocks there. He's making an impact in that way. That's going to take us as well to the fourth quarter as we are now past the 20 into the red zone, looking to extend this lead against Oregon. It's a very weakened Oregon, but it is still Oregon at the end of the day. Let's see what happens. Oh, and there's a look at the top 25 and all that. We haven't called much strong. I mean, we did call strong eye a lot last week to help get our ground game going. Let's see if maybe we get a decent. Oh, decent run with a fullback is anytime you get a first down with him. That is the definition of a fullback. Short yardage, and he did his job. I'm hoping we can take advantage of what I'm expecting to be man coverage. in the red zone from Oregon. They're not man coverage, but they do blitz from the slot, and Dillon sees it for a nice, easy catch to Bonner, and Falk's hurt again. They've had some big injuries this year, so hopefully, for their sake, he's not out long. For our sake, I hope he is. And Dillon gets smoked by Blake Purchase. 1.5 sacks on the day now for him. He has 4.5 sacks on the season now. Absolute stud for them. So we're playing conservative here with a run just right up the middle to go up 8 points. Hopefully. That is the plan anyway. If they block it, then I'm an idiot. They didn't block it, and we got it through. Why is it doing that every time? That's weird, that slow-mo animation. But hey, up 8. Twin tight ends for them again to start this drive. I'm not sure. Pretty conservative, but they're still passing it. And I don't know where I'm at. I accidentally switched players. I'm over here, and okay. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't accidentally switch to Sanders. I want anyone beyond the front four to, do what they do. We would have gotten a pick there. I would have fucking freaked out, and I would have celebrated. So, back on Trevante Foster. Hopefully I don't switch on accident. We don't, and he hits Casper for 7. Like the way this looks against their front, or not their front, their not coverage. What is it? Formation? Formation is the right word. Cover the middle. Yes, let's go. We weren't covering the middle as well as I wanted, but he sucks enough to overthrow it and miss it. I'm not really sure what's going on with their punter, but again, pretty bad punt, and we started our own 49. Can we get to the outside? Nope, bad play. Just overall, now we're on the other side of the 50. Want to get Carter Nelson involved. This was the play that got us going last week against Rutgers, so I'm hoping that's what play we can use this week. There we go. Carter wide open. Run with some blocking. Stiff arm. Out of bounds. He hurdles the cameraman inside of the 20. That is just, when we need Nelson, that is the play, and we got to remember it. Looks like they kind of stay home. And that's, what's the flag? No. Is it going to be holding ineligible man downfield? Dillon honestly probably should have ran that, but Brady Small, arguably our top transfer guy that we got in the portal from Army. He's a 93. He's got a star for a reason. Respect the troops. I just hit my desk. There you go. Good cut from Fluff. He tries to truck, but he gets met by number 10 there, Kamari Ramsey, and goes down a couple yards short. We're going to switch to a zone weak. Oh, I hope we called it. Please hand it off the way I wanted to. No! I tried to audible that to a zone weak, but the Stadium Pulse here is a number 9 in the nation. So yeah, we didn't get it off, but we get the first anyway, and Fluff down to the 1. Breaks a tackle. 1 yard away from making this game very difficult for Soul and the Ducks. Obviously, they're going to be in man, but can we get the block? We do. Emmett, I almost said Quinston. Emmett Johnston. Easy touchdown to extend the lead. Well, they got to start getting pretty aggressive like they did early. So let's try and bring a zone blitz to mess them up. They bring the motion to see, obviously, what it is to help them out. Throws it to the flats to the motion man, but we're there. Christian Jones is playing like a stud. Big fan of how, especially last week. He hasn't had as big of an impact this week because they're not running as much, but that's a great play to go sideline to sideline. 3rd and 5. Probably, I don't know. They might go for it if they don't get it, but I'm hoping. Oh my God! Trevante Foster with the bull rush from hell to get Sewell into the dirt. And they are going for it like I figured they would, getting down to almost 5 minutes left in the game. Trevante Foster's there, forces pressure and a quick throw. Nowhere near the sticks. And this game is practically over now. At the end of the day, Oregon is still Oregon. They have a number by their name, and a win is a win, and it's going to get us back above 500, which is massive. Absolutely huge, especially with having a win against Oregon in terms of the conference race because, oh my God, Fluff, he's going. But they're going to get Dante Moore back. They're going to get their top running back. Where was his name? Pierre Hill. I didn't even mention him, but he's their top back who's missing today. And he's just continuing Fluff to grind away some time and yards. That got him over 100 on the day as well. So let's see if we can, he's hot. Let's see what happens when we keep things going. He doesn't get the truck, but down to the 2. And that's the end. That's going to be it, guys. If we score here, that's going to be the end of the video because who cares, right? You want to see other stuff. Matt Johnson, another touchdown today. And he gritties as well now. Thank you for letting us win this game and having so many ducks be dead because that led to us having a 17-point fourth quarter, I feel like, holding Oregon to under 300 yards of offense, us going for over 400. Just 21 rushes is 0 yards for Oregon as well is crazy. Very thankful that we caught them when we did with these injuries because I know we very well may see them later in the year in the Big Ten title game if we make it. If we make it, no guarantees, but Sowell's 19 of 30. He did have 2 touchdowns, one early and then one late when I stopped kind of caring and they just went deep to Cam Coleman because it's Cam Coleman. But let's see, Rayola, 25 of 33, 75%. He did have 2 picks. The one was early and hurt a lot, but our defense kept us in the game, thankfully, because Oregon is very injured. But who gives a flying fuck? I do not. This is Heisman mode. You can't care. 25 attempts, 130 for Fluff. Had a great game. We started to lean on him late, and he did what we needed him to do. And then Demetrius actually had the most receptions, which is kind of crazy. Went to the flats and lot quite a bit. Didn't look very much outside, but 100 still made some big plays. Defensively as well, these guys are what made it a tough game for the Ducks. Williams and Van Poppel, Trevante and Keona, all along the defensive line were able to wreak havoc today and make it tough on Sowell. So that is what we need to do continuing. No interceptions, a lot of TFLs. Nothing else really happened though that I can really think of. But because of the receivers for Oregon, let's look at them. Dakorien Moore went 2 for 89 and a touchdown, his longest 61. So other than that, 1 reception for 28 yards. And then Coleman had a deep bomb at the end when, who cares, for a touchdown. That was a long of 42, but we locked up the receivers as well. They could have went quick game, but they just so well couldn't find them because our DBs played that well, I think. So let's take this W right there. Let's take this W back and see who we play next week now. Now I don't look at the roster. I don't look at the schedule week by week because I want to be surprised like you guys if you make it this far in the game or video, whatever. Either way, it's the same thing. Let's see who we got now. Nothing really crazy on the recruiting front, but we move up 5 spots to number 14. So we're back in the top 15, moving back into that playoff consideration. We have Illinois, who is 3-2 and also undefeated in the Big Ten. So doesn't look to be an easy test again. We don't really have those in the Big Ten. So got to get ready for it. And they're probably not as injured, if I had to guess, as Oregon was. So I'm going to expect this to be a good game. So please, guys, like the video, comment who is your player of the game, and subscribe so you guys know when Illinois' video comes out, as well as our Palmetto Coast Grapplers Dynasty. Check that out if you want to see more of a rebuild. But either way, if it's this video in terms of against Illinois or my next grappler video, I'll see you next time. Deuces.